Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So I just wanted to do a quick little makeup tutorial for you today. It is a windy, cold, just day, and I know that it's spring going on to summer right now, but it does not feel like it. There was a massive storm that just hit England last night, and the wind was howling everywhere and the rain was pouring on our roof, and it sounded really scary. I wanted to do a quick, nice, easy, sit down chatty makeup tutorial with you for a cold, well, I'll say wintry day. It's not actually winter, but you know what I mean. Already pre-prepped my skin with the Dual Action Moisturiser by Clean and Clear. I absolutely love this moisturiser. It's really light and it just makes your skin feel pretty good. And I'm going to use my Rimmel London eyebrow pencil once again. This has a little spoolie on the end here, but I don't really use this because I find that it's just a little bit too short to, you know, get a good grip of it. I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows in their natural shape, to fill in the natural area like so. Now, I used to have really thick eyebrows, but I really think that the best thing you can do for an eyebrow is to sort of just keep it in its natural eyebrow shape. So when I was travelling, one of the things I noticed was in most of my photos my eyebrows completely changed and everything, so yeah, I like to sort of just fill in where the hairs are and then go from there, really. So I've just started this new series, Peaky Blinders. It's been out for years, but I just never really had the time or the effort to start watching it. As much more of like a Pretty Little Liars or like a Vampire Diaries or like a 90210 or a Gossip Girl or, you know, American Horror Story, and I never really sat down and watched it, and I've just started it I think 3 days ago, and I'm already on season 2. Best thing about being in quarantine is you can just sit down and watch them. It's the Peaky Blinders is a Victorian word for gangs, Birmingham gangs. So that's quite cool. The next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be concealing my chin, because these bad boys, I'm collecting a little family of spots on my chin at the moment. I don't even know what this is, because I can see it in the lens here, but I can't see it in real life, so I'm really confused what's going on. But yeah, this is the EX1 Deluxe Fluid Concealer Full Coverage. I really like this concealer. I actually thought this was a foundation originally, so I was like, bought this, it was like 10 quid, and I was like, oh, that's quite a cheap foundation, that's quite nice, and then it arrived and I was like, oh, it's a concealer. Okay. So I was actually really annoyed by that, but what can you do? And I'm going to use this kind of like flat brush here, and I'm just going to pat a little bit and then pat it onto my chin. This is actually really full coverage. I kind of got a shade or two too dark, because when I got this my skin was really tanned, so I was like so for it. It was when we had that really sunny, if anyone from Britain knows, that we had this really sunny week, or two, actually I think it was like nearly 2 months, to be honest, and it was just scorching. It was scorching weather, and everyone was just outside and like busy, and it was just great, and I loved it so much. Colour correction. And I never used to colour correct, but my under eye circles are getting really bad at the moment, so I found that it's quite good to just, you know, get a little bit of something under the eyes and see if I can correct it. So I'm going to actually use this purple lilac-y shade just here, and I'm just going to just tap it slightly under the eye. Not a lot, I don't want to make it look like I've got, like, you know, dots all over my face, but just a little bit of something just to mask the very dark under eyes I am owning right now. Is it just me, or do you like really love storms? Like, I can hear the rain pouring outside. I know you probably can't catch it on the camera, but the storm is just pouring down and it's so cold and I love it. I don't know what it is. I'm going to go on with the Revlon Colour Stay 24 Hour Medium Beige Foundation. I really like this foundation. I actually only got it quite recently. I had a phase for about a couple of months where I just didn't really wear foundation. I used this. This is the Maybelline New York Super Cushion foundation, and I really liked that. I thought that was really good. But then I just decided that I wanted to actually get a proper foundation. My skin isn't bad at the moment, but I just really like that look of like poreless foundation face. I used to really like to wear primers also, but as I've kind of gotten older, I've realised, just like James Charles has always said, foundation doesn't need a primer a lot of the time, unless it's like a wedding photo shoot. I get that, but like for an everyday look, you really don't need a primer. One of the things I really struggled with, especially when I started wearing makeup, was I didn't know how to get rid of streaky foundation. I didn't know. I couldn't work out, especially at a young age, like 12, how my foundation always looked so liney, and how it never looked realistic or never looked like the makeup tutorials. The first thing I'd always recommend to anybody who is starting makeup and you find that your foundation looks really liney and really streaky is just keep blending, use a light hand, and less is more. You can build, but it's much more difficult to take off foundation than it is to put it on. I can feel like fluff on my cheeks. That is a downside about having 2 cats, is you do get fluff on your face. Oh my god, I can feel it. So the next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing some concealer just under the eyes there, and we're going to be using the Lasting Perfection Concealer by Collection. I've seen this in many people's tutorials, and unless you've used it, you'll never know how incredible this concealer actually is. It's so cheap. I've got it. Oh my god, so much cat fur. It's so cheap and so underrated that, like, I know there's actually quite a lot of people on YouTube that do use it. There's a girl called, a YouTube channel called Hattie and Gin, and I'm obsessed with Hattie and Gin. I love them. And yeah, she wears this concealer. I've seen in her makeup tutorial she did. Zoella, she uses it. There's lots and lots and lots of YouTubers that do use this concealer, and it's just so good. And if you like a cheap, high coverage, well, it's not like, I don't mean it's like not like Tarte shape tape. Is that right? I can't remember. The next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing some contouring. I actually never used to contour, but only since recently have I started doing that, which is crazy because I feel like contour's like quite a popular thing to do. Why aren't you shutting? Using this. This is the Sleek Contour Kit. I am obsessed with this contour kit. This is in dark. I go for this cream colour here. Just tap it onto my brush. This is just a sort of like a flat kabuki, I think. I'm just going to apply that into the contours on my cheek and then bring it up onto the forehead. And then we're just going to blend. This brush takes up a lot of the product though, so I do feel like the more I blend it, the less harsh the lines are. Look how beautiful that contour is. I love contour at the moment. I've kind of got a bit of an obsession with like my skin looking really nice. Okay, so my skin is now looking nice and golden and fresh. We're going to just do a little bit of nose contouring. I never actually used to do nose contouring, but I do feel like it really makes a difference to the face. The Bare Minerals foundation brush. I used to use this for my concealer, but I don't really use it as much for a concealer anymore. Don't know why. And I want to sort of mix between this one and this one together. And we're just going to go down the sides of the nose just slightly. I don't want my nose contour to be like ridiculously sharp. I don't know why. I just feel like a softer nose contour just looks a whole lot better. I have an allotment with my family. It's not my personal allotment, but it's my family allotment. And we all, you know, go down there. My grandparents and my mum, my dad, me, everybody. We all go down and we like plant fruit and veg and whatnot. Down in the allotment, there's a cat called Fez. We named him Fez because it's sort of short for feral, and he's a feral cat, and he's just a delight. We've grown to love him. I'll insert a picture of him now. I know, he's adorable. And he is just a cat that we've just sort of just looked after for a couple of years. Suddenly, out of the blue, there's another cat that's just appeared in our household, and we're like, oh, hello, little kitty. And we've named her Squeaker because her meow is so high pitched. It's like meow, and it sounds like a squeak. So we've named her Squeaker, and she is the most delightful creature on the planet. And we've sort of just taken her in, and we've just found out she's got a kitten. So we've got a lot of tests upcoming. I'm going to be using the Airspun loose face powder under my eyes. I'm going to be using this sort of slightly loose powder brush. Oh my gosh. This powder is a nightmare. It is not a tidy powder, I tell you. It's an amazing powder, but it gets everywhere, which is not very good. But yeah, we've got this little kitten, and we're trying to search for it and see if we can find this kitten. And yeah, we only heard little meows. So this brush just sort of dusts all over the face, just slightly. I primarily use this just for under the eyes, but I do like it as like an overall dusting. I also like to use this big fluffy brush also. I love these brushes, they're pointy handled ones. I got them from Shein. Shein's a really good website, I really like it. And I use it all the time, and I use it for makeup and brushes and clothes and all sorts, and homeware. It's a really good website. Woo! Raise it as one of our own, because we already have 2 cats called Ginny and Whitey. And yeah, we want to get this little one as well, little white one, to join our ginger clan. All our pets ever have all been ginger, so it's quite funny. Do a little bit of blush. Now I've got the Cheap Parade palette by Benefit, and I really like the blushes. I use the Hoola and the Hoola Light pretty much to death, but I'm not going to really use them as much at the moment. I'm going to just use the California and the Dandelion mixed together, and I'm going to be using, there it is, this is the Bare Minerals Soft Focus Shadow and Blush Brush. I'm going to use the blush side, just mix the California and the Dandelion together, top off any excess, and then just apply it onto the cheeks. I really only like to apply blush on the apples of my cheeks, because I just find that the apples, like, it looks much more natural if you just apply it on the apples. Now we're going to be moving on to contour, well not contour, bronzer, sorry. I want to be using the Stereo Face by She Glam. This is the one that I got from Shein. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is cool undertoned, so it doesn't look orange on the face, and I really like it. I think it is a beautiful contour slash bronzer shade. So I'm just going to be slightly tapping into there, tapping off any excess. I'm literally just going to be focusing it on the outer corner. I'm not going to be bringing it very far down. I'm actually also thinking of opening up a new section on my YouTube channel, guys, of telling haunted stories. I know so many haunted stories, so I am really intrigued whether or not you want to hear them. I've only got one highlighter I will ever use, and that is the Sleek Highlighter Palette. This is in Solstice. And oh my gosh, guys, they are gorgeous colours. My favourite little angled highlighter brush. I used to use this for powder, but I've got another brush for that now. And I'm going to just dip into my kind of golden shade. I'm just going to apply this onto the apples of the cheek. Just apples onto the high points of my face. This highlighter is absolutely stunning. Not chunky. It's not a chunky highlighter. So it really just gets this beautiful like shimmer look on your face. Of my nose, just here. And then bring it down. A contour palette, and I'm actually just going to grab Tanned Goddess, which is just this one here. This little brush here, which is like sharp on one side and then, you understand? I'm just going to be grabbing Tanned Goddess, and I'm just going to be applying this into the crease of my eye. I'm going to keep these eyeshadow looks really simple. I don't really like wearing a lot of eyeshadow, but I know how to do heavy eyeshadow. So if you would like a really glam eyeshadow look, let me know in the comments, and I am for sure will do it for you. Also, I want to pre-apologise for yesterday's video, or the video from earlier this week. Of my room tour and redoing my room. So I filmed it and edited it, and then I put some music in the background, and I completely forgot to just reduce the volume of it. So the volume's so loud, and I've tried everything to see if I can reduce it without having to take off the video itself. And yeah, that didn't go too. And I'm gonna now go in with my Fenty Beauty palette. This is the Galaxy palette shade, just in this bottom corner. This is called Mars on Fire, which is an awesome name for an eyeshadow. Thank you, Fenty Beauty. And I'm just going to be grabbing this little So Eco brush. This is the large eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to be applying this gold shade onto the eyelid. And then I'm going to apply my Perversion Urban Decay mascara. But before I do that, I've just remembered I need to do my eyeliner. So I'm going to be using, where the hell's my eyeliner gone? Which is quite easy. Keep your eye open. And then sort of lay a little line on the side of your eye. And then bring it up like so. Go down like so, so you have like a nice sharp point. and then fill in the like point, and then bring it across the eye. There we go. It was actually a really quick little eyeliner look. So I'm going to go off camera, do both eyeliners, put on some mascara, and then I'll be back for you in just 1 second. Ta-da! I'm back. Oof, I love it. So we're going to do 1 or 2 little final things just to finish off this look. We're going to go back in with the Fenty Beauty palette, and we're going to just highlight the inner corner of our eye. I don't always do this, but I really think this is a beautiful finishing touch to a gorgeous makeup look. I'm going to be grabbing this colour here. Oh, sorry, lid is loose. And this is called Milky Way, and I absolutely adore this colour. It's very bright. It's one of the brightest colours in this palette. And we're just going to be applying this just in the inner corner with our finger, because it just adds a little bit of shine, a little bit of shimmer. Like so. There we go. And now we're going to do one more final thing, and it'll be the lips. I'm going to be going in with the 3CE Cloud Lip Tint, and this is in the colour Carrot Pink. It looks like this. I would highly recommend actually purchasing a few 3CE lipsticks or glosses or tints. They are beautiful colours, and I really, really like this. Is my favourite one. This is just a gorgeous colour. They're quite on the pricier side, if you don't mind that. And I'm just gonna apply that onto the lips. I grab this little lip brush here, and I'm just gonna sort of blend this over, neatening up any edges that I have gone over. Nom 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 nom. What do I do? No, my chin skin. No! What's happened? Oh my god, I hate when that happens. You hate when that happens, guys? I hate when that happens. When you're like doing your like mascara and you like dot the side of your nose. I've never done that before though, putting lipstick on my chin. That is it. That is the look. It's a very natural, very pretty, sparkly eyeshadow and a nice bright lip for a cold, stormy day. As you can see, the eyeliners are very sharp. The lips are looking sexy. So guys, if you did enjoy this look, don't forget to give it a good old thumbs up, and also subscribe because it's free and all you need is a Google account. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below if there's any ideas for videos that you want to see in the future, and of course I will do them for you if it's capable of doing so in a quarantine. Remember guys, stay safe and I love you.